Hi everyone, this is Joe. And on this video, I wanted to talk about what are people gonna think about you or what are people gonna say about you. Growing up, honestly, I heard this crap like I forgot the count 200 million times. I don't know. I grew up in a dysfunctional family. My parents are Dominicans, born and raised in the Dominican Republic. I was born in the US, but I have lived in the Dominican Republic for I would say 4 years when I was a child. Then I was brought back here again to the US. And my life was like once I became 8 years old, and I guess I started to like develop, trying to like assert my own personality or trying to like assert my independence from my parents. They saw this as a threat and they immediately started to like trying to control me, every aspect of my life. So when I used to go in the summertime to visit my family in the Dominican Republic, there were just certain things that I just couldn't do. Unlike the other kids that I know from here that will also go back to visit their families, I wasn't allowed to barely even go out. I wasn't allowed to talk to certain people that they did not like or that they saw that was that they thought were beneath them. Um, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. Like I had to just be like a freaking robot. Okay. God forbid I even said a joke. One of my aunts would sit there, laugh at the joke, and then she would call my mother and say, your daughter said X, Y, and Z. And then I would come back to the US and I will be punished with no explanations. My mom wouldn't even bother me asking me what happened. She would just take my aunt's word for it. Okay, my voice was never heard. It was a continuously, you have to do X, Y, and Z because what are people gonna think or say about you? To the point that now that I'm an adult, I am now more self-aware. But prior to becoming self-aware, it's like I used to obsessively like think I had to appear a certain way. I have to become a perfectionist. I have to dumb myself down around certain groups of people because otherwise, they're gonna think this and that about me. Um, I have to try to fit in, even when I know like I don't fit in with this kind of people. But I had to force myself to do X, Y, and Z because what are people gonna think about me? They're gonna criticize me. Blah 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 blah. With like being a perfectionist, so damaging to a child, to a teenager, even to an adult. Okay, having to um conform to certain standards, to certain things that I just never agree with, just so that I can be part of the family unit and be part of the group. So what started happening to me is that I started to get pissed off, and then people started calling me crazy. In my family, I am known as the crazy one. I am misunderstood. They don't get me at all. But it's not that I'm really crazy. It's just my belief system threatens their bullshit. And I speak out on it because I just don't agree with it at all. No, don't do this. My mother would be like, no, don't say that. Oh my God, walk a certain way. And, oh my God, people are going to think that I'm a hurtful mother. Oh my God, oh my God. It's like, and even the house had to be presented a certain way, not even have a little bit of mess because people come here, what are they going to say? And I'm like, I've been to people's houses and it kind of looks messy sometimes and I don't care. So why can't they come to the house where it's like a tiny bit messy? What is the big deal? Every human being goes through periods of time where not everything is put in place. So it was just like, oh my God, sickening, sickening, freaking sickening. So I had to pause the video because there was a lot of noise in the background. So, anyways, it's like worrying so much about other people stopped me from like doing certain things because I wanted to like people please. Yep, I did a lot of fucking people pleasing, a whole lot, even to my own detriment, just to have people like perceive me a certain way. And you had to be extremely humble because, and it's not like I want to be bragging about this. So it's not that. It's just you had to, keep quiet and be the good girl because, if not, then people are going to talk about you. Okay. And I always hated that crap to the point that I've always wanted to speak about the certain topics And it took me a long time to even make this channel because I'm like worrying about putting myself out there. But I said, you know what, screw this. It's time for me to just speak my truth.